Ready, 280, 20, 20.
Bunch formation.
51, jump. Got it.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
48-yard line. 50. Ready, blue 80. Wait, back 25. I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going up top for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second down, Freeman. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They toss to Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, ready? You ready? 52. Yeah. You don't want none. Check 43.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. On 3rd down, Winston going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action now. Winston. He's got Evans. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On on second down and 4. Winston, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Check, 21. Hey.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second down now, it's Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
59, ready. Track 25. You better bring it. Watch the shift. Watch 25.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
45 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to... And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And all the way down to the 37. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
58.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We're ready. 22. Kill, turn up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, check.
Now Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. 52 right here. No check.
On 1st down, Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Winston now. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. from the right hash. This from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Check. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Go. Gotta go.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but still.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Here's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a game
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
2 yards on the pickup.
59, got it. 525.
At the 36-yard
Come,
line.
baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Switch.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Ito Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they are able to cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the... But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. His throw incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Ryan to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
That's fielded in the end zone.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Black 25! Hey, come on now.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston from the gun on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Three down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. He's got Sanu. It's a gain of 16. 1st down Falcons.
Ready, back 25. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 24, check. Hey, check. Hey, 59, ready.
Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down.